In the previous episode, we discussed about Kirichakra Ratha. In this episode, we shall learn about Vahni Prakara. Now, let us look into the meaning of the 71st Nama of Shri Lalita Sahasranamam, Jwalamalini Kakshipta Vahni Prakara Madhyaga. This Nama indicates that the Divine Mother is located in the middle of a fire enclosure prepared by the Suklapaksha Chaturdasi Thidi Nitya deity Jwalamalini. Now, let's delve into another interpretation. From the fire of Chaitanya, that is divine consciousness, the entire cosmos, including even the smallest creatures, arise and perish. Yet, the Supreme represented by Lalita stands as the eternal witness to all these events, untouched by the process of creation and destruction. This Nama also indicates that the Divine Mother lies in the center of 5 Shakti triangles and 4 Shiva triangles of the Sri Chakra. The Tithis represent eternal forms, while the Nityas embody the aspects of time. From the new moon to the full moon, we recognize 16 phases, with the 16th phase being a direct manifestation of the goddess herself, as we have already seen in the earlier Namas. Now, let us proceed to examine the Tithis from the first day of the waxing phase, that is Sukla Paksha Pratipada, to the full moon and the corresponding Nitya Devis associated with each phase. Padyami, the Nitya deity is Kameswari. Vidya, Bhagamalini. Tadiya, Nitya Klinna. Chaviti, Bherunda. Panchami, Vahnivasini. Shashti, Mahavajreswari. Saptami, Sivaduti. Ashtami, Tvarita. Navami, Kulasundari. Dasami, Nitya. Ekadashi, Neela Pataka. Dwadasi, Vijaya. Trayodasi, Sarvamangala. Chaturdasi, Jwala Malini. And Purnima, Chitra. The 16th Nitya Devi, known as Mahanitya, is none other than Sri Lalita Tripurasundari. The names of these Nitya Devis can be found in the Devi Khadgamala Stotram. Jwala Malini, the Nitya Devi associated with the 14th day of the waxing moon, is said to be the daughter of Agni Deva, the god of fire. Her form resembles fiery flames. Jwala Malini is present not only on Shukla Paksha Chaturdasi but also on the second day of the waning phase, that is Bahula Paksha Vidya. In the Lalitopakhyana of the Brahmanda Purana, the Divine Mother addresses Jwala Malini, saying, O Jwala Malini, build a fortress to protect my divine forces. Let this fortress span 100 yojanas in width and rise 300 yojanas high, formed entirely from fierce blazing flames. Following this command, Jwala Malini created the fortress as instructed, with the goddess seated at its center, surrounded by walls of fire. While discussing the Kirichakra, we mentioned that when a yogi achieves complete oneness with Shakti, even while residing in the Kirichakra, they are no longer subject to the torments of Yama, the god of death. Such an enlightened being remains in perpetual non-dual awareness, that is Advaita. Although they exist in a world filled with transient beings like tiny insects that are bound by the cycles of birth and death, they are far removed from the flames of ignorance and shine brightly with the light of wisdom. This definition has been attributed to Shri Lalita Parameswari, and the essence is embedded within this nama. Spanda Shastra presents this teaching. There are two aspects, Charya, action, and Shakti, power. Charya represents the act, which eventually dissolves, while Shakti, the force behind the action, remains eternal. Here, Charya also signifies creation, and Shakti represents the process of creation itself. In this context, the creator is Shiva, and the act of creation reflects divine sovereignty. Even if the impulse to create subsides, an ignorant person suffers when the act ceases. However, an enlightened soul turned inward remains steadfast and unaffected like a drop of water on a lotus leaf. In the realm of Mantra Shastra, Jwala Malini is associated with a unique mantra. Goddess Lalita Parameswari stands between the forces of Jnana Shakti, that is Mantrini, and Kriya Shakti, that is Dandanatha, with Sampatkari and Aswaruda Devis positioned behind her in the inner sanctum, while the Shakti forces guard the outer enclosure. Following Dandanatha's strategic formation, Jwala Malini creates a fiery fortress of protection around them. This approach is also used to worship Goddess Lalita Parameswari. In the structure of the Sri Chakra, Jwala Malini represents the 5 Shakti triangles, and Kshiptas denote the state of readiness or battle. The fiery fortifications, Vahni Prakaras, symbolize the 4 Shiva triangles with the goddess positioned at the center in the form of the Bindu. According to the Uttara Chatusthati scripture, the goddess manifests the 5 Shaktis while Shiva creates the 4 fires. The union of these elements forms the Sri Chakra while the goddess residing at its core. Thus, it is said, Jwala Malini Kakshipta Vahni Prakara Madhyaga. In the next episode, we shall look into the details of Bhandasura's war preparations.
Thus, we reach the end of this video. Please leave your opinion in the comment section below. If you had a good time watching this, please drop a like and share this video with your friends. Until I meet you in another exciting video, this is your host Manasa signing off.